Meenakshi Madam. Thank you for the beautiful prayer. I have been a lifetime teacher. When I am in the class, I would like to see the faces of the students so that I can know whether they have been following or not following. So I request you, to those who can make it possible to switch on your videos so that we can talk to each other, not to just the ghost that appears when you are on mute. Thank you so much. We are in the 8th chapter. Krishna told us about the beautiful puja that he expects. What are we to do, he said. Offer me a few leaves, sacred leaves, and a few flowers, if you have some, and a fruit or two, and water. With devotion, if you offer, Krishna's promise is that he would take it himself. Was this the shloka that we were in? No. I think we are in Ananya Chintayantama.
27. 927.
927. Right, is it? Yeah. I told you yesterday that I would be telling another story today. If you Google it, you will see Kolur Kodugusu. There was a story in our school books. A Shiva Pujari of a Shiva temple wanted to go out for 2 days. And on those 2 days, he wanted somebody to do the puja in the temple where he was working. He asked some people around him whether would they be able to do it. But as none of them came forward, he told his small daughter who was at home to go and do the puja, because she had taken her many times to the temple. She knew what to do, and offer milk for Shiva and come back. And he went away. Young girl took a tumbler of milk, did everything that her father did when he was doing puja, and ultimately she asked Shiva to drink the milk. It was with such devotion she was asking, but Shiva did not drink the milk. She asked, is the milk very hot? Is it not tasty? And so on and so forth. Why are you not drinking when I am giving it to you? She said. As I said in this shloka, if you offer me with full bhakti, I will personally take it and drink it. That's what is said in that shloka. Shiva drank the milk. Girl was very happy. So she did it in the morning, did it in the evening. Next day also she did it in the morning, did it in the evening. By evening, second day evening, she was coming back with the empty vessel from the temple because Shiva drank everything. When she was on the way to her house, her father came in front of her, observed that the girl had come without milk in the vessel, and he thought, uncultured she is, probably she drank it herself. Should have been taken to the house. That is what he was doing every day after offering it. And she beat her. She ran back to the temple surrendered to Shiva there, and the story says she merged back in Shiva. That is what Krishna promises us to do if we offer with Bhakti Upartam Ashnami Prayatatmanaha. If it is given with full bhakti, I will take it and eat it or drink it. This shloka is very important because we think that when we do worship, there is a lot of show, God will be pleased. But Krishna wants you to the simplest form of puja. Patram pushpam palam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadam bhakti upartam ashnami prayatatma. What a great lesson taught to us by Krishna, you have to remember. It is not necessary that you must decorate the room so well and bring all kinds of fruit and eatables, etc. Make a show that you have been offering it. Sometimes it is more a show than what is really there in heart. But Krishna's puja is very simple. If you offer whatever you have, I will personally take it and eat it and drink it. That's what he said in the shloka. We had completed that. When the story was remaining, we go to next. And after saying this, he gives us another simple message in Gita. Yat karoshi yadashnashi yat juhosi dadasi yat tapasyasi kauntaya tat kurusho madarpana. Another greatest shloka in Bhagavad Gita. As we have been told, there are many yajnas in the 4th chapter. Dravya yajnas, tapo yajna, yoga yajnas, tata pare, swadhyaya jnana yajnasya, yataya samshita vrataha. All day work that we do must be something like an yajna. So whatever you have done in the day, offer it back to Krishna before you go tonight. Yat karoshi. Whatever you do, say Krishna Arpana. Yad ashnashi. Before eating, why don't you just say Krishna Arpanamastu and eat it? Yad ashnashi means that you eat. Second word of that shloka. Yad juhosi. That which you offer in fire for me, in yajna. Yad dadasi. That which you give to others. Krishna is not teaching us selfishness to be in the family. Must go beyond the family to the world around, recognize God in all of them. So when you give it to others, it is giving to God himself. A woman had a dream that God would come. She was a great devotee. God would come to her the next day. She was so happy that God will be coming to my house the next day. So she took an early bath and she was waiting. God would come. Immediately she heard the knock on the door. Opened the door with full expectation that she would see her God in front. But that was a beggar. She was very much hurt. I was expecting God and a beggar is in front of my house. Suddenly she locked the door back, went away. Still she had a desire, as promised in her dream, God would come again, come to her house. Second time a woman came, a helpless woman came and knocked at the door, asked her for some alms. As she could not see when the door was locked, she opened the door to find that a woman was there, dirty dresses, not well dressed, and she can't be God. Again said, no, I am not giving anything to you, get out. She said and closed the door. Third time a poor man came. Same thing happened with him also. She opened the door, saw the poor man, and saying that I'm not going to give anything to you beggars, she said, closed the door. And the door did not get any knock afterwards. She was very much hurt that God had promised that she would come, he would come to her that day, but did not come. In the same thought, she went to her sleep that night. Had a dream wherein God told, she asked, how is that you did not come to me, my house in the daytime? I was waiting all the while for you only. Then God said, I came 3 times. I came 3 times to you, but you didn't recognize me. So here what I have been saying, yet dadasi, unless we give something to the others, if you are a selfish man or a woman. That is, yet dadasi, say Krishna Arpana while giving. Yet tapasyasi, whatever tapas you do, whatever meditation you do, ultimately say Krishna Arpana. Kaunteya, telling to Arjuna, tat kurushva madarpanam. You just offer it at my feet. A beautiful suggestion to have a wonderful life, doing all good all day, even that we don't want to keep it for ourselves. Say Krishna Arpana and relax. Yat karoshi, whatever you do, yad ashnashi, whatever you eat, yad juhosi, whatever you offer in fire in yajna, yad dadasi, that which you give to somebody, yet tapasyasi, all things that you do, all meditations that you do, Kaunteya, he is calling me and you, Kaunteya, tat kurusha madarpana. You just offer it back to me. That is the beautiful guidance given by Krishna. That is why this chapter is called Raja Vidya Raja Gurya. It cannot, such things cannot come to us even if we listen to 1,000 speech on Bhagavad Gita. Only Krishna can reveal the truths when you are listening to him shloka by shloka. What a beautiful thing. I think we can recite. Yat karoshi yadashnashi. Meenakshi madam. You are not mute, but your sound is not coming. I think you have to take out your headphone and recite. Yat karoshi yadashnashi.
Yat karoshi yadashnasi.
Yajjuhosi dadasi yat.
Yajjuhoshi dadasi yat.
Yat tapasyasi kaunteya.
Yat tapasyasi kaunteya.
Tat kurushva madarpanam.
Tat kurushva madarpanam.
Yat karoshi yadashnashi.
Yat karoshi yadashnasi.
Yajjuhosi dadasi yat.
Yajjuhoshi dadasi yat.
Yat tapasyasi kaunteya.
Yat tapasyasi kaunteya.
Tat kurushva madarpanam.
Tat kurushva madarpanam.
So, we have recited twice, Shilpa.
Yes, Guruvale.
Yeah. What would happen by that? Shubha, Shubha. It's such a logical book, Bhagavad Gita. Shubha, Shubha palai revam mokshase karma bandhane. If you can offer all that you eat, you do, you work, and you do the tapas back to him, you will be liberated from your karma bandhana. underline that karma bandhana there, because you did it for the sake of good of the society, you offered back to him. Shubha, Shubha. You don't want the Shubha from it, Ashubha also. Whatever happened, Shubha happened, back to Krishna. Ashubha happened, it's your desire, back to Krishna. Shubha, Shubha Palayarevam Mokshase. You will be relieved from the Shubha and Ashubha. Mokshase karma bandhanahi. You will be having no karma bandhana at all if you do this. That is the simplest way of worship Krishna as telling Arjuna, having Arjuna as a mediator, telling to those who are listening to Bhagavad Gita. Shubha Shubha Palayarevam Mokshase karma bandhanahi. You will be out of Shubha Shubha Pala and you will be relieved from your karma bandhana. That is, you will be always free. Sannyasa Yoga Yuktatma, that is offering back everything that you get back to him is sannyasa. And that is leaving everything out. Having that sannyasa yoga manobhav, mukto mamupaishyasi. Liberated, you will come to me. Look at the beauty of this shloka. Before going to bed, sit, remember all that you did, good or bad. Sometimes it will become bad, helplessly. It could happen like that also. And ultimately, offer it back to Krishna, as he said in shloka number 28. Shubha Shubha Pale Devam Mokshase Karma Bandhanahi. And your karma bandhana will not be there. That is sannyasa. Offering back to Krishna whatever you have got is sannyasa. Having that sannyasa manobhava, mukto mamupaishyasi. Liberated, you will come to me, he says. Mukta means liberated. Liberated, you come to me. A beautiful shloka again. It's a promise to Arjuna, it's a promise to all the 71 sitting here. Liberated, you come to me, he says. Mukto mam paishyasi. Being liberated, you come back to me, do this. Do this, Arjuna. What is the thing that Arjuna has to do now? You must always remember. Forget Arjuna and read Bhagavad Gita, we will lead to somewhere. He has to fight the battle, kill the people on evil side. That also he must say Krishna Arpana. Because that was a Dharma Yuddha, because he was a king, it was his duty to save the Dharma, so he had to do the war. Offer it back will liberate him even from such horrible karma. What about ours? Compared to it, ours is nothing. Shubha Shubha Palayarevam Mokshase Karma Bandhanahi. When you do what he said in the shloka number 27. Shubha Shubha Palayarevam Mokshase Karma Bandhanahi. If you offer everything you did, you eat, you offer, you give, you meditate, offer back to me, he said 27. 28, he says, if you offer me back, that is sannyasa. Having sannyasa yoga, having the nature of offering everything that you did back to God, mukto mamupaishyasi. Being liberated, you come back to me. That is why this chapter is called Rajavidya Rajapusha. Such wonderful advice. Unless we come to Bhagavad Gita, we will not know that our culture is so great. We only think there is a God in that temple, go and have a puja there. There is God in that temple, there puja there. What am I to do? Only told in Gita to those who want to come there. This is what he expects us to do. offer back to him whatever you have done. That is, offering back is sannyasa. And then you will be liberated and you will get back to me. We have come from that spirit, we will get back to that spirit. He is expressing in the form of all of us here. And when if it happens, if we can do it well, we will get back to that cosmic consciousness. There is no more cycle of birth and death for us. That is the highest thing he says. I think we can recite. Meenakshi madam, is your audio right now? Let's say. Shubha Shubha Palairevam. No.
शुभाशुभफलैरेवम्
Mokshase Karma Bandhanaihi.
मोक्ष्यसे कर्मबन्धनैः
Sannyasa Yoga Yuktatma.
सन्न्यासयोगयुक्तात्मा
Mukto Mamupaishyasi.
विमुक्तो मामुपैष्यसि
Shubha Shubha Palairevam.
शुभाशुभफलैरेवम्
Mokshase Karma Bandhanaihi.
मोक्ष्यसे कर्मबन्धनैः
Sannyasa Yoga Yuktatma.
सन्न्यासयोगयुक्तात्मा
Mukto Mamupaishyasi.
विमुक्तो मामुपैष्यसि.
Maybe you have removed the headphone and did not switch it off. You can try that option. Then we will see in the next shloka. Continuing, Krishna says another wonderful. Samoham sarobhuteshu name dveshosti na priyaha. Underline that sentence. We always feel there is some anger in God towards me. God is angry with me. That's why I am getting trouble after trouble in my life. Krishna answers that question without being asked. Samoham sarvabhuteshu. I am equal to all living beings. Na me dveshosti na priya. I don't have any jealousy for anybody, anger towards anybody, and none is very dear to me also. That is to say, I am equal with all of my creation. I am equal with all of my creation. Samoham sarvabhuteshu. I am equal with all jivas. Sama aham is samoham. Samoham sarvabhuteshu. Na me dveshosti. I don't hate anybody. Na priya. I don't have a special like for anybody. That is, he looks at us. Surdam sarvabhutanam, which you had it twice. He is Surda, who looks at you with love. That is the God in us. But Samoham sarvabhuteshu name dveshosti na priya. I am equal with all, and I don't have anybody whom I hate. I don't have anybody whom I love. They are all equal to me. But I said but there because we have to go to the next line. Ye bhajanti tu maam bhaktya maite teshu chaptyam. Underline that. If you remember me with bhakti, if you pray me with bhakti, you are in me, I am in you. If you pray, ye bhajanti, he who prays me, does the prayer for me with devotion, he is in me when he is praying, and I am also in him. Another wonderful thing. This he had said in the 30th shloka of 6th chapter also.
यो मां पश्यति सर्वत्र
Yo maam pashyati sarvatra sarvancha mai pashyati tasyaham na pranashyami satyame na pranashyati, he had said. And when he said Chaturvida bhajante maam, he again said, Jnani is dear to me because he always remembers me. And here also he says, Ye bhajanti tu maam bhaktya maite teshu chaptyaham. Maite means he is in me, I am in him. So if we want God in us, we will have this attitude in us. Pray God, do everything for him, offer it back to him as a sannyasi. Sannyasa is not taking a color dress in Bhagavad Gita. It's a beautiful attitude of offering everything back to God which He has given to you. There is no bar for a married man, because this is an advice not given to a sannyasi but a worker, Arjuna. And it's an advice given to each one of us in practical life. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita is not so much for sannyasis as it is for Arjuna, as it is for us. Samoham sarvabhuteshu name dveshosti na priya. Wonderful line. I am equal to all. I don't hate anybody and I don't love anybody specially. But ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya. He who devotedly prays me, maite, he is in me. Teshu chapyaham, I am also in him. That is the difference between an ordinary man and a devotee. God assures that I am in that devotee because he is in me. As he said earlier, Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvancha mai pashyati. If you remember, he is with you. I gave you the example of Yudhishthira playing dice and Draupadi requesting Krishna. There is a lot of difference. Yudhishthira never remembered Krishna, therefore he did not come. They had had a tough time to spend in the forest for 14 years. Draupadi, very sincere, tried her all her capacity to save her chastity. When not possible, said Krishna. Krishna came. That's the difference. If you remember me, I also remember you. It's a beautiful thing. I think we can recite. Samoham sarvabhuteshu.
Meenakshi madam, I think you should unplug your headphones from the phone. Maybe you have not tried that.
When you were doing prayer, it was fine, Meenakshi madam. Something might have happened. You can switch off once and switch it on again. That is one means that you can try again.
Log out of the meeting and then join back, madam.
Krishna is asking you to get out of the meeting and come back. It's okay. Shilpa will do it. By the time we do the prayer, your voice may be heard. We shall say. Samoham sarvabhuteshu.
Samoham sarvabhuteshu.
Name deshosti na priyaha.
Name dveshosti na priyaha.
Ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya.
Ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya.
Maite teshu chapyaham.
Maite teshu chapyaham.
Samoham sarvabhuteshu.
Samoham sarvabhuteshu.
Name deshosti na priyaha.
Name dveshosti na priyaha.
Ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya.
Ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya.
Maite teshu chapyaham.
Maite teshu chapyaham.
Bhagavad Gita is not just great, he is only addressing devotees. He has concern for all. Apiche suduracharo bhajate mam ananyabhak sadhureva samantavyaha samyak pravisito saha. Even the worst possible man, a papi by himself, durachari, apiche sudurachara, durachara you know, a man doing all devilish things, evil things. Even if that man comes to me, say a robber, a thief, and so on, apiches, and this is the greatness of Bhagavad Gita, this is the greatness of Indian culture. In two of the major religions of the world, when you do papa, you will once for all go to the hell there. When you do punya, you will once for all go to the heaven there. But for us in Bhagavad Gita at least, hell and heaven are not the ultimate abodes. Ultimate abode happens to be moksha. Apichet suduracharo. Even in case you are a durachari, that is the word I think all of you can understand of different languages. Apichet suduracharo bhajate mamananyava. Even if he remembers me with devoted mind, bhajate mam, if he prays me, sadhureva samantavya. He is to be considered a sadhu, a good man, at least has changed the direction in which he was going. Sadhureva samantavya samyak vyavasisaha. At least he has cleared his doubts, come to the right way. He is on the right way now. Even a papi, evildoer, if he prays me with devotion, Ananya Bhakti says, with deep devotion, some such things will have happened. You have many stories where these things happen in history. Even the worst of worst people turn towards Godwards. And their entire life thereafter would be different. And that is what Krishna is telling. Api chetsu duracharaha. Even the duracharis, evildoers, bhajate ma mananyabhak. If they remember me, pray me with devotion, consider him sadhu. He is to be considered a sadhu, a good man, a great man, because he has taken the right direction. Because samyak vyavasitsaha, at least he has understood what is right. So another great thing, there is no such papi in our culture. As we read in this shloka, even if you go to Swarga doing yajna, you will be back when your punya is over. Same is the case with Naraka. Even if you go to jail for a evil thing for some months, when your term is over, you will back here. So is the case with the human beings. We are to get liberated as human beings here only, not in the hell, not in the heaven. They are not permanent abodes. Only permanent abode happens to be a moksha, that is to be got in this world only. Apiche suduracharaha bhajate mamananyabha. Even a durachari, if he prays me with devoted mind, sadhureva samantavyaha, we have to consider him a good man, sadhu. Samyak vyavasitsaha, because he has taken the right direction, he has now got perfect understanding of what is life, and he will also liberated later. I think we can recite. Maybe Meenakshi's audio is good. Apiche suduracharaha.
Apiche suduracharaha.
Bhajate mamananyabhak.
Bhajate mamananyabhak.
Sadhureva samantavyaha.
Sadhureva samantavyaha.
Samyak vyavasito hi saha.
Samyak vyavasito hi saha.
Apiche suduracharaha.
Apiche suduracharaha.
Bhajate mamananyabhak.
Bhajate mamananyabhak.
Sadhureva samantavyaha.
Sadhureva samantavyaha.
Samyak vyavasito hi saha.
Samyak vyavasito hi saha.
Another great shloka. And go to the next one. What would happen to that man later? Kshipram bhavati dharmatma. He will become a dharmatma. He is referring to what the person whom he referred in shloka number 30. Kshipram means very, very, very fast. Kshipram bhavati dharmatma. He will become a great man. Shashvachantim nigachyati. And he will get the permanent peace of mind. Shashvachantim nigachyati. Eternal peace he will gain. That is to say, equivalent to moksha, the peace he will gain. Kshipram bhavati dharmatma, who, that Durachari whom he referred to in the earlier shloka, if he devotedly prays God and comes back and realizes his error, then he will become a dharmatma, a great man. Shashvachantim nigachyati. Permanent shanti he will gain. Kaunteya pratijanimi name bhakta pranashyati. One of the wonderful promises Krishna gives to each one of us. Arjuna, Kaunteya, he says, Arjuna, I promise. Pratijanihi means I promise to you. I swear. I swear. Name bhakta pranashyati. Wonderful, underline that. My devotee will not get destroyed. He will never go down. I will look after him. Nowhere, nobody said such wonderful things. There is always a chance for anybody to change his life. Change can bring him towards God so fast. Kshipram bhavati dharmatma. What person about whom he said in 30th sloka? Durachari. And then what happened? Shashvat chantim nigachyati. He gets permanent peace of mind. Kaunteya, Arjuna he is telling, and we are sitting in the place of Arjuna, listening to Bhagavad Gita, and it is to each one of us he is telling, Pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. I promise, I swear, Arjuna, my bhakta will never get destroyed. Will never get destroyed. Underline that name bhakta pranashyati. It's a promise given to each one of us. Whatever we are now, there is a possibility of changing and changing for the better, changing for the best. Option Krishna gives. What to do, what not to do, what would happen when we do what. And here he said, Name Bhakta Pranashyati, one of the greatest promise that Krishna gives to anybody who listens to him in reading Bhagavad Gita. You will never get destroyed if you have come to me. And you will become a dharmatma. We see certain people who have been very corrupt and made lot of money, and ultimately they realize that they did lot of corruption there, and ultimately they donated everything for the great causes in the society. And as Krishna promises, they will also be liberated. Their karma bandhana will be removed. I think we can recite this shloka, wonderful one. Kshipram bhavati dharmatma.
Kshipram bhavati dharmatma.
Shashvachantim nigachyati.
Shashvachantim nigachyati.
Kaunteya pratijanihi.
Kaunteya pratijanihi.
Name bhakta pranashyati.
Name bhakta pranashyati.
Kshipram bhavati dharmatma.
Kshipram bhavati dharmatma.
Shashvachantim nigachyati.
Shashvachantim nigachyati.
Kaunteya pratijanihi.
Kaunteya pratijanihi.
Name bhakta pranashyati.
Name bhakta pranashyati.
Krishna's intention of telling Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna is not only for Arjuna. While telling Arjuna, he has everybody in mind. High and low, big and small, everybody who is listening to Bhagavad Gita, this applies. The proof is in the next shloka. Though he is telling entire thing to Krishna, Arjuna, he says, he goes beyond Arjuna's limits and tells us about all of us. Mamhi partha vyapashritya yepi syuh papayonayah. This country had a curse of high and low for many, many years. Some were considered to be very low, papis, and low-born, and so on, not eligible to enter the temple, and some such things were there. We must accept the truth when it was there. But Krishna's view is different. Mami partha vyapashritya episyu papayonaya. If they consider me, if they come to me, Mamhi partha vyapashritya, Arjuna, having taken refuge in me, episyu papayonaya. Those who are said to be papayonayas, that is not eligible for liberation, that is what others think of them. That is what he says, not his opinion. This was the opinion prevalent even then, even now it is there in some places. No, come, don't come, I am muddy, you are not muddy. I think I gave you one example of Shankaracharya. Even such great people sometimes get confusion. If you don't remember, I will tell. So after taking bath in the Ganga river, Shankara was coming with his disciples. In front of him, a man who was working in the burial ground, not well dressed, all dust of ashes on his body, comes in front. Suddenly, one of the followers of Shankara says, "Get along, go to the side. Because I have taken bath, I am Shuddha, and you have not taken bath, you are a Shuddha." But that man doesn't go. He looks eye to eye with Shankara and asks, "Is yourself different from mine?" Immediately Shankara realizes his fault. He prays for that man. "Yes, you are also right." This is the attitude to be cultivated. Nobody is lower. Nobody is higher. We had the 18th shloka of fifth chapter. Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gavestini shvanichayo shvapakecha pandita samadarshinaha. 18th shloka of chapter 5, you can note that also there. What did it say? A jnani will look at him, look at everybody, whether he is Vidya, Vinaya Sampanna, Brahmana, Gavi, Hastini, Gavi means the cow, Hastini, elephant, Shuni, even the dog eater, as equals. All are the expressions of cosmic consciousness that he should show if he is a jnani. And they must see like that only. Mamhi partha vyapashritya episyu papayonaya. Those who are said to be papayonijas. Papayonijas means born in the low strata of society, which are the things that were believed then also. Striyo, Vaishyas, Tata, Shudraha. For a long time, ladies did not have the right to do the worship because they were considered low. That was recognized by Krishna and mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. We must appreciate it. Vaishyas, business people, they were considered not as great as a Brahmin who does worship all day. Shudra, the man who is doing the labor here. Tepi yati param gatim. Underline this shloka. This is the greatness of Bhagavad Gita. They say there is liberation for all. Ladies can get liberated. Vaishyas can get liberated. Shudras can liberated. There is liberation to all if they come to me. Mamhi partha vyapashritya. If they come to my being, if they surrender to me, they will Mami Partha Episyu Papayonaya. Those who have been called Papayonijas. Here it is, we have to know, it is not the opinion of Krishna. Whom the others considered Papayonijas, Krishna is speaking about. These are some of the important shlokas in Bhagavad Gita, which is always misinterpreted to the world around. Look here, Krishna says Papayonijas for Vaishya, Shudras and Stris. No, Krishna says those who have been considered Papayonijas in the society, even at that time, Tepiyati Paramagatim. They also will get Paramagati. They also will get moksha. What better teaching can be given to anybody? That's why this chapter is called Rajavidya, Rajavidya. Moksha is not the right of a sannyasi. Moksha is not the right of a Brahmin. Moksha is the right of a woman, Vaishya, Shudra, everybody who come to Bhagavan for refugee, as refugee. When they get back to God, anybody can be having that highest state of liberation possible even for Striyo, Vaishyas, Tata, Shudra, Epiyati Paramagatim. Underline that. They also get the highest Gati. Highest Gati is in our Shastra is Moksha. They also will have Moksha. Is it said in anywhere else? No. You can have Moksha only when you do this, when you are this profession. That has nothing to do with the profession. How one does his action is more important than what action he does. For Moksha, every one of us, according to Krishna, is eligible. I think we can recite. Mam hi partha vyapashritya
Mam hi partha vipasritya
yepisyu papayonayah
yepishyuh pyapayonayah
striyo vaishyastata shudrah
striyo vaisyastata shudrah
depi yanti parangatim.
tepi yanti param gatim.
Mam hi partha vyapashritya
Mam hi partha vipasritya
yepisyu papayonayah
yepishyuh pyapayonayah
striyo vaishyastata shudrah
striyo vaisyastata shudra
depi yanti parangatim.
tepi yanti param gatim.
We will stop at that. Do the prayer, Meenakshi Madam.
Okay, I will do. यद्यद्विभूतिमत्सत्त्वं श्रीमदूर्जितमेव वा तत्तदेव अवगच्छत्वं मम तेजांशसम्भवं भक्त्या त्वनन्या शक्यः अहमेवं विदोऽर्जुन ज्ञातुं द्रष्टुं च तत्त्वेन प्रवेष्टुं च परन्तप तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतस्थिरमतिः भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञयोरेवम् अन्तरं ज्ञानचक्षुषा भूतप्रकृतिमोक्षं च ये विदुर्यान्ति ते परम् मां च यो व्यभिचारेण भक्तियोगेन सेवते
Sagunan samatityetan.
सगुणान् समतीत्यैतान् ब्रह्मभूयाय कल्पते सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टः मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यः वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहम् त्रिविधं नरकस्येदं द्वारं नाशनमात्मनः कामक्रोधस्तथा लोभस्तस्मादेतत्त्रयं त्यजेत् त्रिविधा भवति श्रद्धा देहिनां स्वभावजा सात्विकी राजसी चैव तामसी चेति तां शृणु सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि श्रीमन्नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। हरि ओम तत्सत्, हरि ओम तत्सत्, हरि ओम तत्सत्। सर्वं कृष्णार्पणमस्तु।